All right, guys, we do it again.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna clean the carburetor in the little 4-horse Yamaha.
Okay, so let me tell you the story of what happened. We kind of talked about this off camera, guys. I have this 4 horsepower. By the way, my name is Alfred Montaner. For those of you guys that know, this is Danny from K&J. We're here at Black Point Marina. I just came from Black Point Marina. Oh my God, I'm still in Black Point Marina.
My shop.
I'm in K&J in Florida City.
Florida City.
Okay, guys, and Danny, if you know the channel, we've done a bunch of sinkers. And I called you because a lot of people on my channel want the Dinghy series, which is me on an inflatable, but I use these 4 and a 2.5, and I also have a 6. But what's the issue with gas, bro?
Gas sucks. Even rake fuel sucks. You know, gas is not how it used to be. They've taken a lot of good properties that gas had, and you let them sit for a couple months, they gum up. Especially the little motors like these little 4, 6 horse, and all the way up to 20 horsepower engines.
Okay, so I would run it until it's bone dry.
Even
right?
if it's bone dry, you still have issues.
Because you still have fuel in the carb, right?
Yep, on the bottom of the bowl.
On the bottom of the bowl. Okay, guys, so I want to show them the whole process of what's going on here. We also have like where you're going to be working out of here at your workstation. Tell me what we're going to need. What are we going to do? What's the idea? What's the first step that we're going to do on this?
First step is take the carburetor off.
Okay.
Then second step is disassemble it. Third is clean it, go through it. And the fourth, put it back on and start it.
How long do you think this will take us to do?
If it's not real bad, it takes less than an hour to get it all together.
All right, guys, well, stick around. Listen, if you have a small engine, this video will be something similar for many types of different engines, right?
Yep.
So they're all these new small engines are almost all the same, right?
Well, a lot of the manufacturers on some of these engines, they're already starting to use fuel injected already.
Okay.
Like I have a little 20 horse Mercury there, it's already fuel injected. And even some of the Suzuki's, they already went to fuel injected already too.
All right, Danny, let's take that cowling off. Let's see what's going on. Maybe we can go ahead and help somebody that wants to get on the water. And guys, I use this, I literally use this boat motor one time. I think it was one time on one of my Dinghy videos. Just one.
I think you use it, yeah, one time.
Guys, this is one time.
Problem with them, you can't let them sit.
If there's anything useful information you think that they might want to know, Danny, let us know. I mean, are we going to need a kit for this? Did we even explore getting that? Because I didn't get a kit. I don't even think we're going to need a kit, right?
I don't think we're going to need a kit because it's you know, so it's a fairly new engine. If you would have said it's an old engine or an engine that had...
I used it once. It's not even probably broken in.
But I don't think we're going to need any kits.
All right, guys.
I think you're going to be okay just by going through it and cleaning it. Remember, when you take these carburetors apart, make sure you keep everything organized and keep everything clean. That's when you run into issues.
So we got a pin there.
It's a little clip, you know.
So that's your fuel. That's your fuel line, right?
That's fuel supply.
And it's got on this particular Yamaha. It's got a little prime ball. Is that a little prime ball that's got on there?
That's a little primer ball because since this motor, you can run it from his own fuel tank, or you can run a bigger fuel tank. That's why they're the way they are.
Okay, so what he's talking about there, guys, you see here, there's an actual Yamaha hookup right here. And for those of you guys that may not know, I don't know if the camera is going to get it, but right here, okay, there's a little. Let me see if I can get it from under here. Okay, you see right here, this turns, right, based on where you want it. So look, you see how if I want to run it off the tank, it gives me the option to run it off the tank. If I want to run it off of an external tank, I can do that as well. So it's super, super important. All right, Danny, go do your thing. I just wanted to show them that because and if I'm in your way, just let me know.
You're not in my way.
Look at this gasket, bro. This gasket looks brand new.
It's about everything on this stuff looks brand new.
Now, are we gonna have to remove any fuel that's in that reservoir? I don't even know if was there any or no?
I don't think there is any.
No?
I think so.
I might have already cleared it. I'm not sure. Okay, so shifter.
That's your throttle.
This is the throttle. Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta disconnect it from the selector here.
What's this here?
That's just your throttle cables.
To shift.
No, the throttle.
This is all. This
Shift is all here on this side.
Okay.
That's the shifter.
Which one?
This here. That's
Yeah, but where's it moving though? That's what I'm. That's what.
Throttle move gets
Okay,
moved
okay,
like
so
this.
okay, no, but where's the shifting cable at on this?
There is no shift cable.
There is none.
It's just a mechanism here that goes down to the
Okay.
down to the shift rod. That's
Okay,
it.
all right. So all this is throttle here.
It's all acceleration. That's all throttle.
Okay, guys. And I'd rather ask questions because I just don't know, and I want to learn the process. So that's great. So we got basically 2 screws already, and we're almost off, right?
Almost off. Like I said, it's not very time consuming to take that little carburetor off. Now, when you have multiple carburetors, yes, it's more time consuming. But this thing here, pretty cut and dry.
Guys, and if you don't know, Danny and I, we've got a sinker we did a series on a Yamaha. What was it? A 50? That was a 50.
So
that
50.
Yeah,
Dinghy.
a 50 that was underwater. We salvaged it. It's on my channel. There's another hose back there.
Yeah, for the
still
user.
hooked up.
That's the one that feeds when you have the auxiliary tank on, the big tank.
See that one there? Also, you're gonna have to clip that one off as well, guys. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Danny. I'm thinking, bro, these small little engines. If you need it for not like a lot long runs, what's up with those electric motors? They're starting to come out already, dude.
I haven't tried it. I think that there should be okay. The only thing is how long is battery life gonna last?
No, that's gonna be a problem. The battery situation is, but based on the application, say if I know I'm gonna do a video for maybe 30 minutes, okay, what's your initial assessment?
Well, I'm just looking and see. I don't think you got water in the fuel, that's what I look at. Because water makes the aluminum, like an ashy white color.
Okay.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start disassembling the carburetor.
All right, guys, and we're gonna do that here on the table, and we'll see how.
A lot of times what sticks is the float. You see, there's fuel coming out of it.
Look at that,
Even
look at
if you
that.
run it dry.
So immediately, and that fuel doesn't look like the good color, right?
No, that fuel's already gone.
So would that right there in itself prevent me from starting it, or
Yep.
someone?
A lot of times what sticks is the needle.
Because I drained the fuel bulb, I drained it completely. And look, there's still some that just came out. Pop in the head.
See what happened here. I'm trying to see. No, the needle didn't stick. See, when you drain everything in the carburetor, fuel sits here in the bottom. You can see that jet. And then a lot of times it gums up, the fuel that goes into the carburetor. So even if the fuel goes bad down in here, it goes right to the top of that, all the jets, and it clogs up, everything inside the carburetor. And the motor won't run. Now, it's time to take all the jets out.
Okay, so how many jets will this particular...
Carburetors, not all of them are built the same. Some have more jets than others, some don't.
And this is one of the O-rings that's on a gasket on there, on the actual...
That's it's like the gasket for the bottom of the bowl. I normally take them out because if you don't take them off, 90% of the times the cleaners will damage the rubber gasket. So you got to make sure you take everything off. If you don't take everything off, you're going to run into problems.
I smell that, guys. It smells like old gas right now. You smell that, right, Danny? The smell of old gas. And what is that? A little pin to?
That's the pin that holds the
float
float and the needle in place.
What is that? Like a small spring?
It's a small spring that holds everything in place. It keeps it from.
Now, just looking at that small spring, that already will make me freak out. I'd be already.
Everything is very small.
Okay, so.
That's your needle, and that's your seat.
Okay. Explain to me the function of the needle. Is it
The needle and the float, what it does is when the carburetor is completely full, the needle closes. Like that doesn't overflow the carburetor. So if the needle is bad, it's going to keep overflowing. Now,
and this is a 4 horsepower Yamaha, guys, 2022. So, but we also have a 6 horsepower here, which that one should be worse, right? Because that one actually, when I got it used, and it seemed like it had already some issues already. You know, I did use it once or twice. Okay, that's one of the first jets, right?
Yep, and it's clogged up too. You can't see through it. Normally, you gotta.
Okay, let me see if I can grab and see. Yeah, we don't see any light coming out of through there. So.
If you look at it up in the air, you barely see any lighting going through.
Okay, so that could be a huge issue.
That's
the issue.
Yeah.
Guys, and this is why we're here, right? Okay, so back in the days, I did a video. I think it was a 40 horsepower. It was a hack. That there was the carbs on that particular Yamaha. I switched out the actual jet for a new one or a different one that didn't have. So you just stuck a needle in there, just so you guys know.
Yeah, so it's a torch cleaning bit. That's what we use to clean this jet out. Now, it's got light.
It's hard to see. That camera is so small, but I can see it from here, guys, with my eyes. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but okay. So just like that clog has already been removed. Okay, so what I was saying is that 40 horsepower, I was having problems, man. Problems. And I saw a guy on YouTube, his name is Eric, who actually was a cool guy. He started doing restorations and stuff like that. And he had a video showing the hack on changing it. And it's on my channel. I'll try to link it to this video. Long story short, we changed the jet, problem solved. I mean, they were so finicky because I guess because of the EPA compliance and where that thing came from. I don't know if it was California or where it came from. Long story short, that hack fixed all my problems. Is there hacks that you do for small carburetors like this or anything like that?
Yeah.
What do you typically do?
We're not supposed to drill. You see that brass plug on this side?
Okay.
There's an air and fuel mixture screw in there. Normally, you know, the government plugs that up. And when motors get older, they don't like to run the way they were adjusted from factory.
Okay.
So what we do is normally we get a small drill bit. We drill the center out. We get a screw. We pop that actual plug out of the way, and then we go adjust the carburetor and add more fuel or less fuel if we need.
Oh, so that's an adjustment thing there.
Yep.
Interesting. And why would they plug that though? Why would they stop it?
Like that, people won't tamper with it.
So they don't want you to adjust the flow of fuel.
It's mainly air and fuel, but they don't want you to tamper with emissions, and that's what's the biggest issue.
Interesting. There. No wonder why in the Caribbean they still have 2 strokes.
Yeah.
When I went and I did that video at G-Nautic, I mean, these people had brand new 2-strokes over there in the Caribbean.
You can buy brand new, Yamaha, 200s.
Yeah, I realize that, and they don't want 4 strokes or anything like that. They think it's too complicated. Now I understand why. Okay, so we stuck that in the jet.
Now we're gonna remove another one that's over here on the top side.
Okay, so is there a priority as far as importance of jets? This one looks obviously smaller.
It's a different jet. This jet here has another hole in the middle, and fuel goes to the sides.
Okay.
These don't clog up as easy. The one that always clogs up is the ones on the bottom. Now, the only reason you take them out is just to clean everything up because you're already there. Might as well clean all of them.
And you're a big fan of this power tune, right? The
Yeah.
Quicksilver power tune.
Power tune cleans better than carburetor cleaner. A lot of people don't think so, but it does.
Now, sometimes you've used these on like Verados or Optimax to get them when they're all gunked up as well, like the bigger motors.
Yeah, I use them on a lot of engines because it does, you know, when a motor goes under, it's an internal engine cleaner. That's another one you got to clean because there's multiple holes that's around it, and then they get clogged around there too. And the one in the middle gets clogged up, you know, some of the times.
Yeah.
Just look through it, make sure there's nothing in the way, which doesn't look like it. It's just a matter of cleaning everything up now. So this is what I do. You see how you get fuel, power tune, goes through there. All those passages need to get cleaned up. Go back to the same place.
I can't wait to do the Dinghy series, dude. I'm so excited to do the Dinghy series. And guys, the Dinghy series is me basically on a fully inflatable Hypalon boat, and I cruise a lot of areas in South Florida and show you. Just type in Dinghy series on YouTube. You see here are the jets with some power tune.
I don't know, I just got these cans and they were dropped.
Woo!
Things got in my face. Now and then after it's all cleaned up, what I do is blow it out with air. Compressed air. Power tune, let it sit for a little while. Like that, if there's any varnish from the gas that's sitting there, cleans it up too and breaks it down. That's something, you see how it's starting to break down, you know, all the stuff out of those jets that I threw in there? You see how it's turning green? That's something that you want for it to remove. For the compressor.
Woo. Then do you see a lot of these engines, so like these little engines, a lot of people have issues with them?
All the time.
All the time, huh?
All the time.
And it's such an important your little dinghy is so important in summer. Like people want to have a bigger boat and they just get on their dinghy to go ahead and go around, go to a restaurant, go somewhere. All right, first jet has been removed.
First jet has been removed. I normally go with a bar brush and go through it. That cleans up even better.
I'm going to be excited about having this engine ready to go.
It was rolling. You always run, get clean through it.
And what tool is that again?
This is a torch cleaning bit.
Torch cleaning bit.
Yeah, so cleaning, torches, like cutting torches and stuff like that. Oxen and sending torches. That's really what it's made for.
My comment section, they're super curious, right? So they're gonna ask questions. And before they bombard me in the comment section or call you, guys, if you wanna call Danny from K&J, his number's on his shirt, right? 305-600-7642. Preferably, you've been doing a lot of bigger engines and Suzukis and Yamahas and Mercuries, and Danny helped us a lot on the Sunk Verado series, if you guys remember that series, which was an interesting series on my channel. Very interesting, to say the least. All right, so we got one jet done.
One jet is completely done. Now, start putting it to the side. And we keep going until we get all the jets clean, and then we assemble the carburetor
and fire it up. And it's that easy.
Fire it up is the easy part normally, if everything is done right.
Now, we've done also some sinkers at Black Point. We've actually done 2 sinkers, right? Two or 3 already. The Grady White was the last boat that we fixed.
Grady White was the last one.
Yeah, the Grady White was the one that was at the boat ramp sunk. Then we did the sunk Verados, the 2 Verados over there. Remember that guy that had the boat complete?
Glass stream.
Yeah, the glass stream. That was crazy, guys. I mean, those were 100% underwater. Danny came in, did the whole Danny special.
To the guy, I never seen him again. I haven't seen the guy there.
He left that marina. And there's always your story, their story, and then the truth, right?
That's true.
So I don't get involved in.
I don't get involved in it. I'll take care of it. And
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Slide through that one. That was very tiny.
We might be seeing it. Okay.
It's hard to see even with my eyes. Well, my eyes, they're not how they used to be anymore either. But. All right, so I can start assembling.
Okay. So, is there names for these particular jets? I'm sure there is, right?
I'm sure there is. They're just jets. Some are for the for the idle. Some are for the high end of the motor to run.
You got to keep it nice and tight. There's no certain pressure or anything that you have to worry about. Just
don't overdo it because you'll strip them out. Those jets are made out of brass, so they're not very strong. It was cleaned outside of the carburetor like that. It doesn't have stuff stuck to it because when you're working, whatever's stuck to the outside, you can put it right inside the carburetor. So some things that. If you got delicate hands, make sure you put gloves. Because power tune, my hands doesn't get bothered with it, but power tune will hurt your hands if your hands are not used to it.
All right, let's see the float bowl. Okay, what would they see like on a dirty old?
It'll be brown color on the bottom.
And you want to get all that out.
All of that's got to come out, and the power tune does it better than any carburetor cleaner.
Wow, how much is that power tune?
Power tune, right now I think it's $12.
$12, no, $12, guys. Okay, so $12. Some of this power tune, you can probably get it at your local marine store. And that's a Quicksilver product?
It's a Mercury product. Quicksilver, Mercury.
All right, so we got the other jet also right now, getting cleaned up with a wire brush.
I always clean it because I have varnish that that gets stuck to it, just in case if it has any residue, it always comes off. And again, got to run the bits through it again. Like that, whatever's in it. Takes care of it.
Now, would have mixing some seafoam or anything like in my fuel helped out this scenario if I would have had that? If maybe it's not too terrible.
The trick is use it because once it gets dirty, some of the cleaners could do it, but a lot of times you're just going to be pulling away, And
So just use it. Just use the boat. Just use the boat, guys. If you want to borrow my dinghy, let me know. I'm gonna just give everybody my dinghy. Use it every day. Who wants it Monday? Who wants it Tuesday?
You gotta use it.
Yeah, you gotta use it, guys. If you don't use it, and that's with any boat, right? You can have a brand new boat and not use it, and it becomes garbage.
It becomes a headache.
And then the people say, well, this is a brand new boat. And
you got to use it. You could buy a brand new car and let it sit there, you know, and if you don't use it, you're going to have issues. It's the same thing. So now, reassembly. Back again. Jet back in here. And make sure you time the jet. And remember, don't overdo the jets. Because you overdo the jets, you break them.
all right, so if somebody's putting this float and the needle back, this is important because I want them to see this. Even if we can't capture it, let me see if I can get a little bit closer here.
I always clean this because a lot of the times fuel, this is not too bad, but a lot of times fuel will get, you know, the varnish will get, you know, stuck to the actual plastic, and that starts breaking down with fuel.
And this is the needle right here, guys.
That's the needle there, and this is the float.
I feel like I'm at one of those shops on TV, like showing somebody how to do something, right? This is important. You know why? Because it's going to live on YouTube and people are going to say, you know what, Danny, thank you so much. You know? And then they'll call you whenever they don't want to do it themselves. They don't maybe got the time. They rather. Okay. Show me that process real quick again. Show
The needle has a little tab.
Okay.
You got to make sure you put it back on this little tab on the float. I mean, on the float here. If not, it's not going to work.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Working on these small little engines, it's uncomfortable. Everything's so small.
You had it in the first shot like it's so easy, and then I just made you do it twice. Okay.
It's a little screw. I mean, the spring.
Okay, any tricks on the spring?
Not really any true trick. It's just a pain. Put it in place. So small.
And the reason why we're actually filming this unedited, guys, I want you guys to see the headache aspect of this stuff.
I know what I'm gonna do. Put it. Start running it through.
And that's what holds the float, right?
Yep.
There it is. It's on there. And guys, keep in mind, I got literally a camera like next to his head, almost touching his head. So it's a little uncomfortable for Danny as well while I'm filming this. Don't think it's super easy.
The biggest thing is trying to get that little spring in there without flying out of my hands. It's not fun on you. I'm going to be able to put it once it's on. A lot of people, you know, a lot of these guys don't put the spring in, but it's easier for it to get locked up in place.
So they don't put the spring in.
Some people
Why? Because it's easier to...
No, the problem with that, sometimes that spring could create problems. That's what people say. I don't know. You know, I like to put everything back the same way it was, but some people don't.
Doesn't that just make your job harder when you gotta go ahead and start fiddle with a motor or a job of an engine, and they have like, it's a zombie motor and they have a million things.
That's what I'm going to with the Mercury right behind me.
Which one?
that mercury there.
Here, that? Or
Yeah.
what's going on with it?
They he had somebody else do the job on it, and they had all the jets mixed up, but also I'm having other issues because they deleted some stuff and has a bunch of wires crossed and that it's not even color coded, and it becomes a headache. I hate springs, especially these little springs.
Now, what is it supposed to hook onto?
Hooks up to the float, and then he gets on the side of the carburetor.
Okay, somebody is going crazy right now.
It's just so uncomfortable.
But I'm saying we're gonna get it on there. Obviously, you're gonna get it on there.
No, I'm gonna put it back
But
on.
if somebody says I can't put this on, I just whatever. If they don't put it on, their motor will still work technically.
It'll still work.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll still work.
Will that vibrate off or anything like that, or?
I don't believe so, but it could.
And this, guys, it's so tiny. I don't even know how you're holding that, to be honest with you.
Tiny little spring sucks.
Would there be a small tool for something like that?
Not really.
No, it's just patience.
Patience. A lot of patience.
Patience is the tool.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If there's anything that I've learned about mechanics, you guys have patience.
No, not really.
No, when you guys start screaming,
I had a lot of patience. My patience is done. It's been over years ago.
yeah.
I used to have a lot of patience. Not
Dude,
anymore.
I ain't got no patience when it comes to this stuff.
I used to have a lot of patience, but you know, since I had kids, all my patience is gone. Let's see, try to sneak in. I hate little springs. Try to sneak it down.
And guys, it doesn't make any more comfortable in here. We actually had to shut off the fans, so we're gonna be drenched in sweat just so you guys have perfect audio.
The problem is you got to twist that sucker on there too. Almost there.
Almost there.
No, not quite. Kind of out of there. But no, straight on like that. What a pain in the ass.
So a quick job right now is costing you more time because of one small spring.
One small spring.
And this is why I like being unedited, right? Because what people don't realize is this is time that you can be doing something else on someone else's boat.
Absolutely.
So when you tell somebody, hey, listen, I can do it, but it's going to cost you this much, you're like, somebody's going to say, well, why is it that much?
Well, the biggest part of these little engines, a lot of people don't want to pay what it costs to fix them because, oh man, I paid $1,000 for the engine. Why I got to pay that much money? But at the end of the day, still an engine, still labor, no matter how you cut it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. People think just because it's a small engine, labor is going to be less, and it's all the same at the end of the day. Labor is labor.
While they're complaining, I'm here holding up a camera. You know, my arms right now are burning. Oh, that's so funny. We got it in there? All right, guys, the spring is in. Spring gate is over.
I know.
All right.
Time to put this pain in the ass gasket.
Now, in the kit, that will be in a carburetor kit right there?
Yeah,
In a new one.
and a new one.
But since this is essentially, dude, guys, I used this engine one time. I mean, literally one time. And I didn't use it. I didn't get to, you know, I wanted to go start it up. And mind you, I would turn it on and off and I'd run it every now and then, but apparently it wasn't enough. Or that gas was just, and I've been trying to put rec fuel on everything, right?
Yeah,
so,
but rec fuel, it has no ethanol, but gas is not how it used to be. A lot of people, I don't know if you know, you're old enough, you remember back then, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, gas smelled different. It smelled stronger. You could smell gas a lot farther. And you could be working on something with gas right next to you, and you could barely smell the gas.
Yeah.
Even wreck gas. And even the color of gas is not the same anymore. So that tells you something. It tells you something got changed in the fuel.
Okay, so the float bowl is back on. You're checking to see if it's sitting right.
Something ain't right. Would have been toast. Something happened there. Something's getting stuck.
So what were you trying to blow in air?
Blow in air to see if the needles, you know, it's sealing.
And what did you notice?
It's not opening. Freaking spring. Someone's causing all this shit. That spring, what it does, it keeps it from not getting stuck. But even though it gets stuck all the time when the carburetor gets dirty. The spring always falls off because they really don't have anything to hold it in place.
Guys, I don't even think I have a lens that can show how small that spring is.
Spring is very little.
Guys, it's barely even noticeable. It's incredible. So, plan on losing it. That's what I'm going to tell people. Plan on losing it.
I'm going to try to see if I can put it back. If not, we can take it out. It's not a big deal. That's mainly to keep the float from the needle not getting stuck. Helps it release it. But as long as you use it, it's not a big deal. Someone that uses it every day, you're not going to have issues. Having shaky hands doesn't help either. I don't have a steady hand anymore.
Father Time is undefeated, dude. I deal with it every single day.
Part of getting old, I guess.
Yeah, don't even tell me, bro. I mean, everything is harder.
Getting around, it's not the same.
How's your back situation going on?
It's doing pretty good. I obviously can't pick a lot of weight. The other day I picked something up and kind of felt it didn't go back to a lot of sciatic pain, but I felt it. I'm like, oh, I can't do that again. So, you know, I gotta watch out what I do. Let's see, I think I'm doing something wrong. I'm not going to put that spring in there. Let's run it without it.
All right, guys, so we've made the decision. Spring gate is not going back on.
That spring, it's not going to make a difference.
Now,
the motors, it's, you know, as long as you use it every day, it's not going to hurt nothing. You just got to use it. That keeps it from the needle not to get stuck on the seat. And even though the needle has another spring built in on the actual needle, if you want to, let's look at it. So it's like a double safety that they're putting on it, but right in the middle has another spring right in the center of that needle. And it's spring loaded, so it pushes it up when
So the other one will okay, so it's just for the float, right?
What it does is it's for the float to add more resistance to the float to get, to break it free if it ever gets stuck. Which, when gas goes bad, it's gonna get it stuck no matter what. Because that spring is not very strong. That spring could do it more for like a double safety.
Will that probably be in a kit? Like if somebody were to buy a kit, will that spring be on there?
I haven't seen it in the kits. That spring, I haven't seen them in new carburetor kits. They give you a lot of the springs that they give you, it's a lot of the bigger springs here. Mm-hmm. But I've never seen that little itty bitty one in there.
So what you were saying in the beginning is that a lot of people just bypass that completely and don't even, and you'll probably never know that as a customer, right?
90% of the carburetors don't even come with that.
They don't?
No. I think the only ones you see that uses that spring is Yamaha and some of the, the Mercuries, which is Tohatsu.
Tohatsu, the small Mercuries are Tohatsu, made by Tohatsu.
Made by Tohatsu.
Okay.
And those are the only ones I've seen with the spring, but not all of them. Not all the carburetors, so come with that spring in there. Perfect.
Everything looking good then?
Yeah. You're assembling.
All right, guys.
Put the hose back in place.
So you're putting the first hose back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously your pliers are super important right now because they have to be at an angle.
Yeah, it has to be at an angle. If not, you can't get the hose in place. The hose is extremely short.
So it's basically a tight fit.
Mm-hmm. If you got big hands, it makes it harder. I don't have big hands, but you do.
Okay, there it is. It's on, guys. There.
Let me put this through.
I am so excited to show you guys this whole process. And my suggestion is if you want to make sure that the spring goes back, because maybe there's some people that are going to say, oh, you should have put the spring back. Guys, make sure you look at it, how it went in and how it's supposed to go back, right?
Spring, I'm telling you, it's not that I never had issues with those springs. You'll see. We're gonna put it on the test tank. We're gonna put it in gear and stuff like that. Like that, you see that it's gonna run the proper way.
Got a little O-ring we need to put in there. Can't wait to do a dinghy series, dude. The other day when I was in an area over there by Miami Shores, I saw this current in an area and I was like, man, they got to see this area.
A lot of current that runs through there?
Yeah, it was current, but it was cool. It was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want them to see different sides of Miami. Yeah.
Miami has a lot of places that a lot of people don't know about.
So like a gym back there or something that I'm hearing in the background is like a workout gym?
No, that's
it's just radios.
That's just radios. These are all the guys, there's carpentry. A lot on the backside. There's a lot of guys that do cabinets.
You know,
a lot of carpentry guys.
So you like this location better than your old location?
Yeah. One is a bigger place, and two, it's a lot better to work out of. Because before, very limited, what boats I could bring in my shop, which I do a lot of work out in, out on the road.
So primarily these two big bolts are the ones that hold the carburetor together, and then the hoses, right?
That's it.
Your fuel hoses.
These are the ones that hold the carburetor in place.
And then that is shifted.
That's for the choke.
The choke, okay. So I'm assuming one of those jets were for the choke?
No.
No.
The choke, all it is just a flap that covers up the mouth of the carburetor. That Allen that you need, it's just a number 5.
Number 5 Allen?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, we're on.
Now, make sure you tighten down.
Okay, so where should this be positioned at?
You want it to be right, literally, right up against here, like that when you throttle. Let's see what it's gonna do. It's gonna respond right away.
Go ahead, do that again real quick so they can see that. Okay, so if they were to adjust this further, what happens?
If you adjust it further, look what it's gonna do. It's gonna take a little while for it to respond. You see how I'm turning here? You see how it starts? You see that end plane?
Okay.
It takes a lot longer to get that response.
So you want it to be immediate?
I want it to be right up against it.
Okay.
Like that, when you start throttling, you start getting throttled right away.
Yeah, which will be annoying if you have like a loss.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, of course not, me neither.
Some people, probably won't even notice it. I will.
Yeah.
Let me put this little thing back on. Really doesn't do much, but
it's a little, what, like a little cover?
See here, cover the front of the carburetor. And right with the other hose.
And I know these people have smashed that like button right about now. Or punched their TV because the spring is upsetting them too.
It's not going to make a difference.
All right, guys.
Put a little down with some air.
What was that?
An oak tree leaf.
I got an oak tree in my house.
That's it. Everything. Keep your engine clean. Whatever's floating in there, what gas you want to use, Alfred? You want to gas in here, or you want to buy your fuel tank?
No, I didn't bring the fuel tank. Put some gas in there. You got some good gas?
Yeah.
All right, let's put some good gas in there.
Not right gas. Don't get offended.
No. Whoa. Okay, guys, let me. We're gonna go over here real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and run this. So you said we have a tank here too?
Huh?
You got.
I have that test tank there. You're gonna run it inside that.
All right, guys. It still smells like gas in there?
Oh, it's full.
Oh, it's full of gas.
It's full of gas.
Oh, then just try to run it with that. Run it with that because it's probably got wrecked. I'll run that. Listen, I'll run that. I'll run it.
Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. Just want to make sure.
It doesn't smell bad? Yeah. Until it does. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So off camera, Danny is also going to do the 2.5 mercury. And then this is also mine as well. Same process for this 6. This 6 is a clone of that 4, right? Just different.
It's the same thing. The 6 horse is literally the same setup.
Same setup.
Literally the same setup, just the carburetor's a little bit bigger. Run your literally the same motor. If you look at it, it's almost the same. The only difference is the carburetor. It's a little bigger. All right, where's that valve?
In the bottom, yeah.
I don't remember.
It has it on there. It has the marking on the bottom right here. How it's, what's on there. The right is the shut off.
Yeah, all the way to the
Okay, the center is the actual tank here. He's priming it with the prime ball. He's got some fuel there. Is that, what was that?
You hear it going into the engine already?
Somebody's actually using some spray back there.
Yeah, the guys next door, they do granite tops.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so the prime ball is primed up.
Now,
We have fuel. We're gonna get a tank. We're gonna fill it up with water. Now, tank is important, right? This is a,
normally I like running them on the tank. It's like to see how the motor runs.
yeah, that's huge, dude. Let me tell you something. One thing is when something's in the water as opposed to how it starts up.
I put them even in here on small little engines.
Yeah.
I brought them even in there.
Guys, I hope you guys are smashing that like button because not many people want to give up all this information like what we're doing, right? So, yeah, it's very, very important that you guys see that. I am excited, to say the least, to get on that dinghy again. I really am. What's up? What's going on with this while we're filling this? What happened to this Mercury?
This is a customer of mine up in the Keys. You know, only been used maybe a dozen times or more
Okay.
at most. And he dropped it. He went to take it off from his small dinghy to the dock. And since our motor's heavy, lost balance and the motor went underwater. So they had to dive in the canal, pick it back up, and they let it sit for too long.
How long did they let it sit?
About 5 or 6 months.
No, dude, you can't do that. And now,
Luckily,
now they
they
want
did-
you to fix it?
Yeah. Luckily, they didn't get locked up. But I
What?
tried starting it when was it, yesterday, and it's not getting the spark, it's not getting the signal going to the fuel pump. So I think the
Computer?
PCR is bad, yeah. But if you see it, it's like brand new.
Wow, what a shame, dude. Brand new motor. It looks brand new.
It's a 2021, I believe.
So the priority is get it in the water, get it pickled and fixed as fast as possible.
That's it.
And regrettably, it happens always on a Saturday or Sunday when you're probably off, right?
Or I'm working on a Saturday, and you know I can't stop. You know whatever I'm working on.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just I think I'm gonna help you put it on there because of your back issue. So I'm gonna help you put it on there real quick, Danny, because I don't wanna. Guys, we're gonna put it on there real quick, and I'll grab the camera again. But let's see if we can. Let's see if we fire this thing up. Wait for it.
You gotta take it off and put it there.
Yeah.
You see, I got the wood block there.
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. We'll both get it there. It's not gonna be a big deal.
Let me know. You're adjusting, right?
Yeah.
Open this one here.
No, we just. Okay.
There we go.
There, one.
All right, let me get back on the camera. Have I told you I'm excited about doing the Dinghy series again? Oh, you gotta see the grandpa boat.
What, the pontoon?
It's gonna look badass. Hey, and you're the first person to tell me, get that Johnson and run it till it dies.
Well, it dies. If it runs, run it. I don't like them, but when they run, they run.
Yeah. So listen, at a minimum, I want to do a sea trial on it, but I'll probably put the 40 Yamaha that I have on that pontoon boat. I want to kind of make it like a series. Right now it's at upholstery, and then from upholstery, I got some other surprises. Wait for it.
One thing that I could tell you, if that Johnson run for a while, see how it does.
Bro, I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Me with the carb the way it was, 50 attempts to get it started. Okay, you just open up the air.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens if they don't have the air on?
It's gonna starve out of fuel.
It'll starve her out of fuel.
Yeah.
So very important, because a lot of people don't understand about these small engines. If you're
Running the small tank on the engine, it will run out of fuel.
yes, so you got to make sure your air is on. Okay.
It's too low.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to bring the idle up a little bit.
You're gonna bring idle up a little bit. Guys, absolute all right, let's see what we got. Hey, keep in mind that gas might not be the best gas, bro, just so you know. I'm just telling you. No, I'm just telling you. It might not be the best gas. Okay, so here's now, would there still be fuel in the lines at this point or no? No, right?
No.
No, okay.
Oh, it's like gas. If it's solid, it doesn't have the best octane anymore.
It's not. I know it's not the best gas. Because if it's full, I thought it was actually empty, bro.
I thought it was actually empty, but it's slammed full. You can't even tell if it's like half full or...
Bro, put it in gear for a minute, like in low. Put it in low. Let's see what happens, guys. Give it a little bit more throttle. Yeah. You have an external tank?
I have just a big tank that I could run there. We have to.
Let's do that, bro, because you know what? It would be a shame to show them this whole video of the process and we're using bad gas. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I don't want to edit or anything like that. I want you guys to see the reality, right? But I also don't want you guys to think that Danny didn't do what's supposed to be done, right? But yes, your gas will do that. Now, is there a drain on this gas? On this tank here?
No.
No. So if I want to get the gas, I gotta literally what?
Either take the tank out of the engine, turn it over,
and turn it over. All right, guys, we're gonna run it with good gas. Let's damn it, if you know why I didn't bring that prime ball or my own on another gas tank, I was just live at Blackpoint. So literally. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the valve off, let it burn whatever's inside the system. Okay, so that's what I did. Okay, so guys, so you could see.
Until I run it,
okay, so he's shutting down the valve here. The valve here. See the valve? Actually, it has to go to the right to starve it, okay? There's a nozzle there that's gonna shut the fuel off from this tank. And once it shuts it off, technically, it should burn out all the fuel that's in your carburetor. Oh, I just shut it down completely. So you know, so you're gonna have to put it to the other side again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna burn out the fuel.
Yeah, I was burn it.
Right now it's running off of the tank.
I know it's just burning, but whatever's in the system.
Yeah.
It's a lot. They could go in for a while like that.
Yeah.
Whatever fuel inside.
Yeah, let me tell you something. These things are pretty efficient, dude.
They're very efficient.
With a little bit of gas, I go a long, long way.
You'd be surprised. That small little fuel tank, full, you run for a couple hours at least.
Probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
Probably 2 hours.
Very fuel efficient.
All right, so we're trying to burn that fuel that's in the carb right now. There it is. So there it looks like it's. Now we haven't put this gas yet, right?
It's connected, but since it's locked, it's not gonna make
But it's not. Yeah, it's not doing anything because the actual fuel up.
Valve is off.
Yeah, the valve is off. The valve is turned off.
It's just running whatever's in the system.
Yeah. It's in gear now. We just put it in gear. Now,
To put it in gears, you have to put a load in it to run the gas faster.
Now, in a typical, right now we're obviously filming a YouTube video. On a typical job, you told me you have to let it sit for a couple hours sometimes. That stuff inside the fuel bowl, and you'll just let it sit there for a little bit, the jets, and then you come back to it afterwards, and that should technically clean everything a little bit more.
Normally, if you let it sit, you know, like the power tool inside that fuel bowl, it'll clean it completely until it's super clean, like back to the aluminum.
So this one here, this engine for sure, is going to be much worse because I bought that engine used. So there it is. There. Okay. All right. So now he's going to turn the valve back on. In the middle is actually this one. To the right is off, and to the left is now your external tank, which hooks up to here. Okay. So if you have this engine and you have this Yamaha hookup, it's going to go ahead and we'll let it start getting some juice from that. That's basically a low idle right there. Make sure that hose don't get that prop. Now take it off gear, put it in neutral, let's see how she sounds idling. Okay, so she's off gear and she's on idle right now. Rev her up completely. What are some common things that somebody might notice? Like right now, she's already starting to, you can see that, I already can hear that the other gas is starting to come in. You can smell it already. Everything is different already. Now, on low, sometimes it's fine. On certain, I'm talking about people who are gonna watch this video. If on the high end, it bogs down on them, what would that be?
Still got a dirty carburetor. Passages inside the carburetor still dirty.
Okay, so one of those jets or one of those passages are not real clean.
Yep. A lot of times when you give it throttle, if you give throttle right away, it just,
Yeah.
The moment you give it throttle right away and it stalls, you have some patches that are dirty in the clogged.
And here is your adjustment if you wanted to adjust it.
That's what to adjust your idle. Normally, a lot of cases, I have to drill out, like I said, the brass plug, and then I could adjust that carburetor and make it run sometimes a lot better than what.
Like if you wanted to fine tune it, but you would have to drill that thing out.
Yep, you have to drill it out and just get a regular wood screw, put it in there and pry it out. Because if you keep drilling through, you're going to damage the carburetor. You can't drill it all the way.
Okay. Hey, you guys found out a hack here. All right, Danny, I think the next step is me going on the Dinghy series. I'm gonna change the gas completely.
And that's not brake gas, so you gotta put some brake gas in there.
Yeah. I'll put it's in gear again. Now turn it off and start it right back up. Because I want them to see all this, right? See, that's why I don't edit any of my videos. They see the real, everything real. This is like as real as it gets.
Life as it gets.
That's it.
Come pull.
Now, for those of you guys that might be new to these engines as well, to shut it off, you press this down, okay? If you don't have your lanyard on, it's not gonna work. Here's your choke. And remember, you wanna have your now this tank, once you're not using it, you close it, right? The valve?
You close it.
All right, so right now it's closed, but you open it when you're using this external tank. And remember, your adjustments are here. You see them there, back there? I don't know if my camera gets it. Hold on. Hold this up here real quick, Danny. Let me see if I can show them. Okay, you see that right there, guys? Okay, so the valve is this right here. Let me see. Oh, you see that right there? That's right now in the center. That's me using this tank right here. Now to the right is me using the external tank, which is right now in this case, this guy. And then once you want to go ahead and kind of like run the gas out, you turn it to the right, and there's basically an off icon, and you just run it until it's empty. So technically you shouldn't have any fuel in your bowl, but I did that, and look where I'm at. I'm at K&J getting it fixed. I did that. I always do that.
But even like that, the best thing to do is use it.
Yeah,
the more
use
you
it.
Use it, the less you're gonna break.
Use it, guys. Use it. Just use it. If you use it, you'll be fine. Well, Danny, listen, why don't you give your number? Anybody locally that has any stuff like that? What do you got? You got so much stuff going on here, right?
Those two big engines there, they're going to Trinidad. There's a customer of mine who's coming to get it on Wednesday.
Okay.
That one there, I got a fix. It's got a knocking sound. It runs, but it has like a knocking sound. Mm-hmm. That Suzuki over there has a cracked cylinder head, which is, you can see it right when
Let's see it. Come here. Show me.
Kept getting water in the oil, but in between here, you can see a hairline crack in between the cylinder heads, and that's very common on these Suzukis.
Is this an older Suzuki?
It's 2011. It's not that old.
2011. Is it something that you're seeing on newer ones? Because, dude, some of these Suzukis are like
I think I haven't seen it on the newer ones, but it's something that I've seen all the way up to 2014, 15.
Didn't you show me something with the old Yamahas the other day that the whole head was all messed up that was here?
Yeah.
You threw it out?
I got that given to the scrap guy. But,
you gave it to the scrap?
They corrode even inside the combustion chamber.
On the older ones. What years?
I was actually supposed to fix it. That was in 2008.
Yeah.
2008, according to Yamaha, they made the aluminum better, and I don't think that was that case. Obviously, the motor had about 1,300 hours, but still not a lot of hours for the four strokes.
Yeah, not for the four strokes. All right, guys, listen. 305-600-7642. Danny from K&J. Call him if you need something. You're busy, right? Summer, a lot of people, so people are gonna have to set things in advance.
People, sometimes they don't want to wait, but sometimes you're about a week to 2 weeks out, depending on on conditions. And
I've been a couple of weeks out. Everybody's up a couple of weeks out,
the
right?
The biggest issue is parts.
Parts.
We're still having issues getting parts for certain jobs and certain motors, and that hurts a lot of the business too.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen up. I want to thank you guys for watching. Alfred, Montaner. Don't forget to smash that like for Danny Kenji. Danny's always coming through, bro. Hey, say hi to the wife, because she was rocking one of the Black Point hats. Yeah, guys, check out the hats. LuxuryRibTenders.com. This is the old school rib fishing. This is like.
I got some of those at home.
You have a rib fishing hat?
Yeah.
Bro, that means you.
I even got one of the ones with the pink that my wife has.
Wow, that's old school, dude. That's. You need to send me that picture because I don't remember.
You even got the one with the dinghy. I even got some of the ones with the dinghy when you're falling overboard on the dinghy. The one that you have when you're on top of the dinghy.
Oh, no, don't even tell me that. Alfred, Mother Vicky, see, as always. Guys, we're out of here. Boom! Different. Or what did you do different?
What I did different, you remember the block-off plug that I told you about to adjust the air and fuel mixture screw?
Okay.
It was blocked off. I drilled it out.
Okay.
I pulled the plug out and I adjusted it out, and you can see it idles a lot better than the 4-horse. And I told Alfred, bring it back. We're gonna do the same on that one.
So we're gonna show them how to do a hack.
It's a hack. I'm not supposed to do it because that's changing, emissions. But sometimes when these engines get some wear, they need more fuel. And other than that, you adjust them out to run a lot better.
Okay, when you say you're not supposed to do it, I mean, is there a rule that you can't have that here in Florida?
Well, here in Florida, that we don't have the emissions that we have in California and things and other states.
Yeah, but this is a Florida engine, bro. This is a Florida. Listen, we're running on Florida rules. I need to be out on the water and not have an engine that's gonna fail. I need it to sound like this exactly. And actually, I thought it was fine, but you said it's gonna be better if I do that.
It's gonna be fine, but I'm not happy with it. I want it to run better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it run better.
All right, guys.
We're gonna pull the carburetor back off on that one.
Okay.
Drill the plug out and get it in and get it to adjust.
Did you have the spring issue on this guy? The spring issue?
I figured another way to get it. Since I got a shaky hand, I'm gonna do it on that one, but I'm gonna put the spring back on that one too. Since I gotta pull the carburetor through it.
So you're gonna do a different method.
I'm gonna
this is bonus. Let's go. Let's bring it back, guys. Is Alfred Montaner just trying to find more watch hours? Is this all by design, my friends? Wait for it. Hey, listen. Ultimately, guys, I want you guys to see what's going on, right? That thing sounds beautiful. Listen, this 6 horsepower, I really haven't used much, and that's on its own tank. Did you put new gas on that one?
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
It had some gas in it, so I just stopped it off.
All right, guys.
So.
All right. So the cleaning aspect, we don't have to do none of that because we already did that. All you're just gonna show is kind of like the hack, right? And are you gonna you're gonna put the spring on?
You can see the little plug. What I did, pre-drill it, then put a screw and pry the sucker out. And then you get access to the air and fuel mixture screw.
You mechanics are just a piece of shit. All you guys are a piece of shit.
What do you mean? Before years ago, they had it. Look, if you can see on this bigger Yamaha, which is a 2-stroke, you can see it right there. You can see them there. And there. They always had them. They started doing it in the I would have to say late 2000s, especially on the 4-stroke. That's when they started doing it. All right, they always had it.
But listen, how much emissions can this 4 horsepower put in the atmosphere, dude.
Can be worse than quad or 600s on the back of a boat. I guarantee you that.
Oh, I would have to agree.
Yeah. So.
Wait for it.
People gonna get upset.
Guys, I think maybe if I use half a gallon for 2 hours, listen, I'll take the argument between that and a politician's private jet all day.
You're not barely gonna notice any difference because that's mainly for the idle, not for the top end of the engine.
All right, I'm curious to see how that that happens. That is too funny.
And again, we don't have emission control here like that.
Not in Florida. We did many years ago.
When I was a kid.
And it was a racket, bro. It was a racket. I remember everybody was paying everybody, hey, here's 40 bucks, pass my car through inspection, and then you take it to some sketchy mechanic guy that's right next to the inspector shop. Bro, that was the biggest racket.
The biggest scam.
Bro, it was the biggest. So many people, you can't do stuff like that in South Florida, guys. It just opens a Pandora's box of, dude, I remember, because I was young too, I was a kid too. And it was just like, hey, you didn't pass? You know, they would whisper, hey, you didn't pass? Come here, bro. It was like the guy selling you overpriced tickets at a football stadium.
Not only that, they wouldn't even put in the exhaust, they'll drop it underneath the car on the ground and then tell you passed.
Yeah.
You know, when you didn't pass the first time.
Yeah, guys. I don't know how it is in your state, but it was something that was done here. All right, so the cleaning aspect, we don't have to clean anything. So we already did that on this one. And the other one, I'm telling you, the other one's idling super nice.
Yeah, it's idling very good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see. I really didn't notice much of a difference between the 4 and the 6, bro.
There's not that much of a difference.
Not at all.
It's not a big difference at all in power-wise.
Okay, so this basically now is going to come back to the same thing I was telling you in the beginning of the video, of the hack for the 40 horsepower that I used. Dude, that engine gave me so many problems. And the minute I changed those jets out, it fixed all my issues, all of it. And then, you know, online you always have like the forum effers that say, bro, you're gonna blow up your motor. It's not by design, da da da, all that crazy.
You don't blow up your engine by adding more fuel. You blow up your engine by leaning it too much. If you run it too lean, that's when you blow them up. That's when the problems really happen. But by tampering with more fuel, adding more fuel, you can make it run rich and the motor won't run correctly. So we're gonna drill that sucker out first.
Okay, guys. First of all, I don't condone this, but I don't deny it either.
If you're against it, turn off the video and watch it.
Yeah, if you're against it, guys, this is your moment. This is your moment to leave.
See?
Wait.
Nice drill bit and a drill.
Okay, wait. Time out. Come. Hold on, because we got to kind of put a caveat, because you know some people might do this, and if they do it too much, they're gonna ruin their carburetor.
A lot of times what you do, you'll drill too far in, and that little slot in the middle of the screw, you may drill a hole in the middle of the slot. It's not that big of a deal, but I like it to be perfect.
Okay, all right.
So I don't drill.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, let me show it real quick. Let me show it, because they need to see this. All right. You see that there? All right, let me go to commercial break real quick before you get this. Hold on.
Well, what we're gonna do is, I did now the 6 horse, and I cleaned the carburetor last on this one. This was the one that he was, you know, least of it.
I left because I had to go do something, right? You went ahead and did the 6, which is the one we didn't film. Here's the 4.
It's from the 4 horse.
What did you notice different? Or what did you do different?
What I did different, you remember the block off plug that I told you about?
Yeah.
Just an air and fuel mixture screw.
Okay.
And it's blocked off. I drilled it out.
Okay.
I pulled the plug out and I adjusted it out, and you can see it idles a lot better than the 4-horse. And I told Alfred, bring it back. We're gonna do the same on that one.
So we're gonna show them how to do a hack.
It's a hack. I'm not supposed to do it because that's changing, you know, emissions. But sometimes when these engines get some wear, they need more fuel. And other than that, you adjust them out to run a lot better.
Okay, when you say you're not supposed to do it, I mean, is there a rule that you can't have that here in Florida?
Well, here in Florida, that we don't have the emissions that we have in California and things and other states.
Yeah, but this is a Florida engine, bro. This is a Florida. Listen, we're running on Florida rules. I need to be out on the water and not have an engine that's gonna fail. I need it to sound like this exactly. And actually, I thought it was fine, but you said it's gonna be better if I do that.
It's gonna be fine, but I'm not happy with it. I want it to run better.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it run better.
All right, guys.
We're gonna pull the carburetor back off on that one.
Okay.
Drilled out the plug out and get it to adjust.
Did you have the spring issue on this guy? The spring issue?
I figured another way to get it, since I got a shaky hand. I'm gonna do it on that one, but I'm gonna put the spring back on that one too. Since I gotta pull the carburetor for it.
So you're gonna do a different method.
I'm gonna
This is bonus. Let's go. Let's bring it back, guys. Is Alfred Montaner just trying to find more watch hours? Is this all by design, my friends? Wait for it. Hey, listen. Ultimately, guys, I want you guys to see what's going on, right? That thing sounds beautiful. Listen, this 6 horsepower, I really haven't used much, and that's on its own tank. Did you put new gas on that one?
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
It had some gas in it, so I had to stop it off.
All right, guys.
So.
All right.
Back at it.
So the cleaning aspect, we don't have to do none of that because we already did that. Are you just gonna show is kind of like the hack, right? And are you gonna put the spring on?
You can see the little plug. What I did, pre-drill it, then put a screw and pry the sucker out. And then you get access to the air and fuel mixture screw.
You mechanics are just a piece of shit. All you guys are a piece of shit.
What do you mean? Before years ago, they had it. Look, if you can see them, this bigger Yamaha, which is a 2-stroke, you can see it right there. You can see them there and there. They always had them. They started doing it in the I would have to say late 2000s, especially on the 4-stroke. That's when they started doing it. All right, they always had it.
But listen, how much emissions can this 4 horsepower put in the atmosphere, dude?
Can be worse than quad or 600s on the back of a boat. I guarantee you that.
Oh, I would have to agree.
Yeah. So.
Wait for it.
People gonna get upset.
Guys, I think maybe if I use half a gallon for 2 hours, listen, I'll take the argument between that and a politician's private jet all day.
You're not barely gonna notice any difference because that's mainly for the idle, not for the top end of the engine.
All right, I'm curious to see how that happens. That is too funny.
And again, we don't have emission control here like that.
Not in Florida. We did many years ago.
When I was a kid.
And it was a racket, bro. It was a racket. I remember everybody was paying everybody, hey, here's 40 bucks, pass my car through inspection, and then you take it to some sketchy mechanic guy that's right next to the inspector shop. Bro, that was the biggest racket.
The biggest scam.
Bro, it was the biggest. So many people, you can't do stuff like that in South Florida, guys. It just opens a Pandora's box of, dude, I remember, because I was young too, I was a kid too. And it was just like, hey, you didn't pass? You know, they would whisper, hey, you didn't pass? Come here, bro. It was like the guy selling you overpriced tickets at a football stadium.
Not only that, they wouldn't even put in the exhaust, they'll drop it underneath the car on the ground and then tell you passed.
Yeah.
You know, when you didn't pass the first time.
Yeah, guys. I don't know how it is in your state, but it was something that was done here. All right, so the cleaning aspect, we don't have to clean anything. So we already did that on this one. And And the other one, I'm telling you, the other one's idling super nice.
Yeah, it's idling very good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see. I really didn't notice much of a difference between the 4 and the 6, bro.
There's not that much of a difference in power.
Not at all.
It's not a big difference at all in power-wise.
Okay, so this basically now is going to come back to the same thing I was telling you in the beginning of the video, of the hack for the 40 horsepower that I used. Dude, that engine gave me so many problems. And the minute I changed those jets out, it fixed all my issues, all of it. And then, you know, online you always have like the forum effers that say, bro, you're gonna blow up your motor. It's not by design, da da da, all that crazy.
You don't blow up your engine by adding more fuel. You blow up your engine by leaning it too much. If you run it too lean, that's when you blow them up. That's when the problems really happen. But by tampering with more fuel, adding more fuel, you can make it run rich and the motor won't run correctly. So right. We're gonna drill that sucker out first. Okay,
guys. First of all, I don't condone this, but I don't deny it either.
If you're against it, turn off the video and watch it.
Yeah, if you're against it, guys, this is your moment. This is your moment to leave.
See?
Wait.
That's a drill bit and a drill.
Okay, wait. Time out. Come. Hold on, because we got to kind of put a caveat, because you know some people might do this, and if they do it too much, they're gonna ruin their carburetor.
A lot of times, what you do, you'll drill too far in, and that little slot in the middle of the screw, you may drill a hole in the middle of the slot. It's not that big of a deal,
okay.
But I like it to be perfect.
Okay, all right.
So I don't drill.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, let me show it real quick. Let me show it, because they need to see this. All right. You see that there? All right, let me go to commercial break real quick before you get this. Hold on. Criminals, damn it. All right, now it is kind of interesting how there's a beautiful perfect screw right under that.
There's a perfect screw right underneath that.
And
all that is a block off plug.
Okay, so let's show that, guys.
Okay,
all right.
You get yourself a center punch.
Okay.
So right in the center of that brass plug, you just put a small indent, like that your drill bit doesn't walk all over the place. So what I did, then you get it, you know, either.
Is my damn, it's so, well, whatever, let's see what the camera picks up. It's so close, guys.
Oh my God, it walks. So go back at it, make sure.
Wait. I need
all
to
the
show
shavings.
This. All right. So there it is. Okay.
I just blow it out like that. I know how deep I'm going on the brass plug.
Criminal.
Go a little more.
Danny, this is why you're beloved on the channel.
See, doing it again. A little more.
Wait, let me see if I okay.
Clean it again. A little bit more. I just don't want to overdo it like that. It doesn't hit the plug. It really doesn't matter if you do, but I'd rather not.
Okay, so now, once you see this already done, you already know somebody touched this and tampered with this engine.
Absolutely.
You know somebody that knows their stuff.
From factory, they've been blocked off.
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay, so you already know, if you see this right here, on the carburetor, guys,
Somebody's been in that carburetor.
somebody's been in that carburetor. So there's no going around that. And there's no substitute for experience. This is why we learn, right? This is my audience, I'm learning right now. Now all of a sudden, if I look for a little four horsepower, and I see this on the Yamaha thing, I already know somebody worked on this.
Yeah, somebody, let me tell you, small engines like this, somebody's gonna work on it, pretty fast, because most of the time, people let them sit, and that's when you run into these issues. So, push that on. Use my old trusty screw.
Okay, so what's this? Any regular, what was it like?
Regular self-tapping screw, wood screw, drywall screw, any screw you want to use. See, this is regular. Number 8 screw.
Okay.
So now come in here.
Wait.
Right in the middle of that hole that we just drilled. Run it. You see how it's spinning the plug? It mixes in already. Now, just come over here.
No.
That's it.
No.
Now look in there.
Wait. Hold on. Let me see that in your hand. Wait a second. Let me put the face at the same time. Criminal. Okay, come here. All right. Hold on, guys. Now, look at that perfect screw. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, guys. But now you can adjust. Oh, dude, that's huge.
Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Every time you take you tamper with it with that screw, check how many turns turn it in and see how many turns it was already adjusted to. That tells you if it's at 2, 3 turns, whatever, 2.5. Most of the time it's gonna be around 2 to 1.5 to 1 and 3/4 turns. You see? Get my screwdriver and go 1, 2, right at 2 turns. So I'm gonna take it back out. I always inspect the screw. There, make sure needle screw. Bring it here. You see how it is? That's what adjusts the carburetor.
So this is the way it would be adjusted from factory.
Yeah. So normally what I do is I go back to it. I'll put it at 2. Once I start the engine, I adjust. Most likely you're gonna have to go out with the screw. And I start at 2, how it was from factory, and then I work my way on out and see how the motor likes to run. Most of the times you don't have to turn a whole lot because it's a small engine. On a bigger motor, it's gonna make a big difference. But on a small engine, very little turn makes a big difference. So 1, 2 turns out again. We're gonna put it back at 2 turns. Once we start it on the engine, then I may crank it up to maybe a 1/4 return on 1/8 return.
Okay.
And that should be plenty.
Wow, guys, I love learning.
Now, I'm gonna open back up, put that spring back in there.
Do you think Yamaha will sponsor this video?
No.
Okay.
I don't think any manufacturer sponsors video. I think Yamaha's not against that.
Listen, I'm okay losing my warranty, right? I'm okay with that. Guys, I'm okay with that.
I don't think Yamaha's against that. I think Yamaha's forced to do that. Same thing with all the other manufacturers.
Yeah.
They're forced to do it by EPA. It's not, I don't think it's a manufacturer issue. I think it's EPA.
Yeah. Kind of like the stop that automatically happens on your truck, which drives me crazy when it just shuts off.
On these vehicles today, on the diesel vehicle.
All right, so now what are we gonna do? The spring?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the spring back on. I'm just pushing it further in because that's where I screwed up on, that it wouldn't stay in place.
Okay.
And let's see, my shaky hands could do it.
So I'm starting to think that the pressure of me filming all over your shoulder was the problem here.
No, I think it's just, I don't do a lot of these little carburetors, and when especially with the spring. What I do is, before I wasn't putting it far enough, so it kept popping out of place. You see how easy it is? Before I wasn't putting it far enough and the spring was sliding out.
Okay, so now all the people that were in the comment section that already made the comment about the spring and all that stuff, it's back.
Make sure you put it further in. You see how, where it's at? It's about to fall out, but it's right at the edge where that's where it needed to be. Because if you put it too far that way, the bolt's not gonna fit in place.
Okay.
So, that's all. Now I'm gonna put it back together.
How was the inside of the bowl of the other Yamaha?
It wasn't bad at all.
And the Mercury was the worst one.
The Mercury was the worst one.
And we didn't film that one. Damn it.
No.
Alfred being lazy. Guys, I've been busy. What do you want me to do? I mean, we had a couple cameras turned off on us, and you know.
Things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
We
Guys.
work with a lot of big engines here in Florida. That's just the way it is. A lot of people, a lot of these little engines, you see it in other places in Florida. Up in the rivers and other places. Lakes. Here in Florida, we don't deal with a lot of small motors. That's like a 90 is probably the smallest you normally see here on a regular basis. I'm gonna put it back together.
Now the fact that you have access to that screw, now you'll be able to adjust the carburetor to make sure that there's no head bobbing on the engine or everything.
The motor's gonna head bob a little bit.
Okay.
Because those little engines do, but
Okay.
I'm gonna make it bob less.
Okay.
Make it, run a lot better.
Will I go faster?
No.
No faster, damn
It's
it.
gonna make the idle smoother.
You know when I had the Sunk Verado and I found the computer, I had to buy a computer for the Sunk Verado, right? And I got a used computer, and long story short, you know what happened? The guy was like, yo, how fast do you want to go? We can upgrade it. I was like, no, bro, I don't want to upgrade nothing. Just make it be a 300 Verado like it was prior to it when it sank.
I know we don't like tampering with the horsepower.
He was like, bro, listen, I got you. And I was like, no, And guys, if you haven't watched the Sunk Verado series, watch it. It's a great series. It's essentially a motor. Well, the motor became the star. I was doing a review on a boat. I get. I was doing a video on an actual rib boat, and the engine fell off. And yeah, it literally fell off. So, long story short, it was an epic shit show, to say the least.
Had a customer bringing in a boat.
Customers bring a boat now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta look for low unit noise that he has.
Lower unit noise?
Yeah.
I see. Is this where you work your lower units right here?
Yeah, that one they did a bad repair and broke out the dry shaft.
All right, guys. Wow, that other 6 horsepower sounds really good. All right, somebody's really saying, hey, answer the phone. If you want, bro, go ahead and answer it. I'm good.
No,
We can pause the video if we need to.
Yeah, pause it for real quick.
All right, guys, let me go ahead and pause this real quick so Danny can go ahead and take this call. And guys, all we gotta literally is to put this back, but that's it. We're good. We'll just leave the camera there for a second. I'll talk to you guys while he's working. Listen, look at this, guys. We're drenched in sweat. It's 102 degrees right now. Mid-July. We turn off the fans, crazy. I hope you guys have learned a lot of cool stuff here. Don't forget to smash that like. We're all he's gonna do is just put that adjustment there now. He's got somebody coming in here now, and we're gonna put this back into the tank to see if there's a difference as far as the bobbing. I personally don't care, because I always leave it on idle, a little bit more than idle, so you're not gonna notice that. And when we put it in the tank, I was messing around with it. After you saw that, what you saw on the video, we kept it on for about 15-20 minutes in the tank, and I put it in gear, and I was like, dude, it's perfect. He wasn't 100% comfortable, especially after he did the same exact motor, which is 2 horsepower more, and he wanted to come back and fix it to him. I told him, Danny, are you sure? He goes, nah, bro, bring it. I was like, all right, no problem, whatever. So, all right, I guess there's some of the customers that are there. So they're bringing the boat over here, and Danny's gonna finish this up now in a second. But that's it. I mean, Now he's got that part, and we don't have anything else here yet. We're good, guys. All right, let me go ahead and put this back. We're gonna pause real quick. He's gonna finish up, and then we're gonna put the other one in the tank. Let me show you how this one's running for now, while we're here, so you guys can see. And the Mercury was the worst one, to be honest with you. Let's put it in gear. That's idle right there. Now you'll hear it a lot less when the cowling is on as well, you know, so the cowling is off. Danny just doesn't want any headaches. And honestly, I don't bother, guys. You know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna do a good job. I can't close it up right now. I don't have my hands completely free because I'm holding the camera, but yes, you tighten it in there. And then right now, let me show you guys here. I'm in neutral now. Let's go, Dinghy series. Super excited, dude. All right, let me leave this in gear. Wow, I'm gonna leave it over there just in case I want to leave it in gear. That channel at Black Point is kind of long. I'm planning on doing some videos at Black Point with the Dinghy series. Let's catch input. Don't worry about it. You're good, bro. You're good. Okay.
Is everything piled up all at once?
And for reference, guys, this is all in the very first part of the video. Essentially, we just took off. All we did was take off the carb and put it back on. In a good way, you know what? You probably helped a lot of people today, Danny. Seriously. You know why? Because not everybody has access. Not everybody has access to a Danny. You know what I'm saying? Like a person like yourself.
And a lot of places they won't teach you things like that.
And this is why they come back to Alfred Montaner's channel.
They don't teach you things like that. So, and this is good.
Okay, we're back. And we got the spring back. Now the people in the comment section are upset because they made that comment. How dare him not put the spring back?
Well, I got frustrated with that spring because I wasn't putting the pin all the way to, further in because it has a narrow end on one side. I was worried.
It was the pressure, bro. It was the camera, bro.
No.
The camera breaks pipes. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I gotta go to the boat ramp, dude. I gotta go to the boat ramp, guys. Oh man, you see, and he's got a boat coming in right now with some Verados. Some Verados, guys. All right, hold on, guys. Let me help him move this. Danny's got a kind of a bad back. Let's see what we got over here. Hold on. While he's gonna deal with them. I'm excited. I'm so excited about getting my, this one can go back in here already. Because this one is, oof. Guys, I'm so short on space. Time out. This is, honestly, to be honest with you, I think I'm gonna probably use the Mercury more. It's just easier and lighter to move around. And it's just a mission. As far as weight. Not that I'm not strong enough to do it, but oh shoot, let me lock this up now. Danny, I'm scared, bro.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick this up. It's been a long day.
Bro. All right. You got
Danny said to let it drain.
Yeah, let it drain. Get the water out.
Because sometimes when you put it We don't have to worry about the side on this one, right? I don't think so. I think it's the Mercury, the one that, this one I think we're good.
One you gotta worry about.
Yeah,
that motor, I don't think it matters.
no, this one it doesn't matter, guys.
Bro, it's been a hectic fucking week.
Oh,
Like,
fudging.
This whole week is one of those weeks that, bro, I felt like fucking I want to close this fucking place now.
Yeah.
I had an opti there. You know, 2 coils back to back went bad. Now he went both center, you know, wheel had a buck coil, and that was good, but now the motor's doing something else.
This one right here? No. Another engine? Oh, wait a second, guys, I gotta put this one back. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna hook that one up too while he's there. Let me put this in there. Guys, this is as real as it gets. Well, listen, you guys are learning something. I learned a lot. This is why I don't have sponsors. That's what I learned. Oh my goodness. Ay, coño. Hey, 20 years from now, when I'm in a nursing home, you guys send me some mail, all right? Alfred, I learned so much when I was watching your videos on YouTube. I'm a captain now. I was 5 when I started watching. Just gonna have to put some gas. Where do you put the other gas? This has the bad gas still. I'm gonna blame it on the 7-Eleven. I know, guys, you guys are probably screaming, oh, rec fuel. Guys, I only put rec fuel, especially on smaller engines. But I'm almost 100% certain that I did this and I use rec fuel. So, you're gonna run those real quick? Where's the fuel so I can start it up?
It's already turned on.
But you have fuel?
It's already fuel in the can.
Tighten it up if anything. That's how it was running earlier, guys. So now that little shake is what bothered him. It didn't bother me. That shake did not bother me at all, bro.
It doesn't, they're always gonna shake, but I'd rather make it smooth.
¿No está echando agua?
Ya, poniendo agua.
Ah, ya. So now you're trying to find idle, right?
Bringing idle down, because before we had it so high because it, you know, we're trying to compensate the lean. But
guys, this sounds just perfect to me, but hey, I'm not gonna go ahead and knock the man when he wants to perfect things. And if you've been watching the stuff that I do with Danny, now you understand why. You don't want nobody to hear me. They're gonna run me over, bro. They're gonna have to hear something.
get a whistle.
Gotta get a whistle. They're not gonna see me coming, bro. Okay, so how much did we hook up? Did you turn from that turn, those 2 turns? Did you adjust them? About an 8.
That's all I needed.
That's all it needed.
So look out how much smoother.
I don't notice a huge difference because it was, remember, we left it on idle for a while too.
Yeah,
so it got much better after, because remember, we put that bad gas, right?
We're running on that gas.
We're running on the bad gas?
Yeah.
Oh, so then that completely changed everything then.
Yeah.
Wow,
We're
so.
running on the same gas in the little tank. But that gas is not really bad. It's just running on the same fuel.
Bro, it smells bad. Hey, hey, listen, at almost $3.50 a gallon, I'm down to use.
I will burn it.
No, I am gonna burn it. I'm gonna trust me, 100% I'm gonna burn it.
Use this one first.
The 4?
Yeah, I would use that one first and burn that gas that's in it because the other 2 got good fresh gas inside. So.
Go ahead and idle it real strong. Well, no, don't put it in gear while you do that. If not, I'll be soaked. There it is, guys. Hey, bro, you're the man. You're the man. Guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna get on the dinghy. I'm gonna actually clean up the dinghy and I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put this one. I'm excited to be out on this. Listen, I got another little rib boat. Maybe one of these days, if you wanna just come with me and we'll putt around. I got 2 engines and I got 2 little inflatables.
So for me.
All right, guys, I tried. I'm gonna have to call Alex Folgera again. I'm out of here, guys. Let this man work.